Hey there, friends and family. I am Robin, and I'm the founder of Sanctuary Holistic Kitchen. And we are in some crazy times, my friends. Before we started doing curbside only, we used to have this wonderful practice and opportunity for people to come in and do a little 5 to 10 minute craft. And during that time, they got to learn something about those plants that they were working with, or those herbs or spices, and take a little product home with them. And when we went into curbside only, we have been hustling and bustling to keep up with demand and make sure that everybody gets what they need. And we are now able to start offering some little take-home kits. And so I'm going to do a little demo of a take-home kit that we'll be offering the next couple weeks, and it will change sort of depending on the season and what I'm in the mood to do and what I feel energetically needs to go out there. And so if you're looking for something to do, it can be done with your kiddos or a loved one, or it can be a little self-care element of something that you're making on your own. And so our little packet that's going to come out starting tomorrow is going to come with these two little droppers and a bag of some herbs. And so we are going to make something sort of like an anti-stress, anti-anxiety comfort oil. You can use it as a perfume oil. You can sort of use it to massage into your temples or into your neck if you're overstressed and just dealing with all of the crazy changes that are going on in our world today. And so in this first little dropper bottle, you can see it's not all the way full because we need to leave room for you to add some wonderful things in there. But this is our house-infused calendula sesame oil. And we use this to blend into a lot of our different remedies and things. Calendula is really nice and warming. It's super gentle. You can use it from babies all the way up to adults. You can use it on pets and things like that. And it's a really resilient herb. And we have some in here, so when we get to the little bag, we'll be able to open that up and you can see what it looks like. So we've taken the calendula flowers and have infused them in some sesame oil. And we like the resiliency of that in this recipe because I think going through the crazy times that we are right now and all of the changes and all of the powerful movements that are happening, we all need a little bit more resiliency. And so I've added that into our oil here. And you're also going to get an essential oil blend, and you're getting a full bottle of essential oil. So this is way more than you're going to need in this tiny little dropper. And so you're going to get a nice recipe card that gives you the breakdown of how to make this. And then you have a beautiful essential oil that you can use in a diffuser. You can put it on your pulse points. You can add it to a spray bottle. And in there it has some rosemary, which has a lot of protection energetics to it. It has some lavender, which is nice and calming, and clary sage to bring you confidence and ease your mind. And it smells wonderful. But let's get on to crafting. And so this is our little bag of herbs. And I picked out some things that I thought were appropriate for the time. We have some Wild Harvest bee balm in there. That's sort of this purple one, and it's a larger blossom. And some of them might have some more petals on them than others, but they're going to be the larger, more purple flower. So bee balm is in full bloom here in Central Texas right now, and bee balm is, or Monarda is what its Latin binomial is great for so many things. So one, it's really high in thymol. Thymol can help with any sort of throat illness. And so my favorite way to have this is as a tea with some honey, or you can actually infuse these flowers into honey and use that as a sore throat remedy. But it has a lot of other properties to it as well. It's antifungal, it's antibacterial, antimicrobial. It helps with inflammation. It also is a digestive aid because it is in the mint family. And you can see that I'm sort of pulling the petals and the flower apart. And I'm going to take sort of the prettiest parts of it because we used a clear glass bottle so that we can see all the beautiful things that you're putting in there. So you're going to need a little bowl for this, and you're going to empty out your dropper and sit it to the side. And then you're going to very carefully, without spilling your oil, tuck some of those Monarda or bee balm flowers in there, which are really pretty to look at. We're gonna add some of those in there. We're gonna look in our bag and see what else is here. And we have some chamomile and some calendula. So calendula is the same flower that this oil is already infused with, but calendula I wanted to add in whole flower or petal form because of its beautiful color. You can see that this sesame oil is very golden, and by putting these flowers in there, it will continue to change the color a little bit, so don't be worried if that happens. And so again, calendula is for resiliency. Calendula also is a great skin conditioner, and I use it in all sorts of salves and oils and different types of treatments for wound care and eczema and all sorts of things like that. We use it in a lot of our face care products too. It helps to regenerate some healthy skin cells, and we all need that, right? And then you're also going to have in there some chamomile, and everybody probably knows what chamomile looks like. It's this little tiny bud here like this. Chamomile is also nice and calming and centering. It's used as a digestive aid usually, or in like a sleepy time tea, something like that. Great for kiddos up to adults. You want to be careful if you have a ragweed allergy, because chamomile is in the same family as ragweed, and so if you're super allergic to ragweed, that might not be the one for you, so you can sort of leave that out of your blend. And so we're going to add lots of beautiful little petals and flowers and things in here. And I've given you a lot of dried plant material, and so once you've added as many flowers as you want to in this oil, you can use the rest of this for tea, and it's so delicious. It'd be nice to add a little bit of raw honey in there and sort of sip on that, and then you're also ingesting all of those wonderful plant properties. And you can use something like a tea strainer like this, or if you have like a coffee press. I use a coffee press at home to make all of my teas, a French press, and that works well. Or you can use a little muslin or paper tea bag. So we've added all of our flowers in there, and now we're going to open up our essential oil blend. And we're going to add about 20 drops to this. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, and we're going to test it out and see, because some people are a little more sensitive to fragrance than others, and so we want to give it a shake. And we're going to open it back up, and we're going to smell it. We're going to say, that smells really nice, or I would like mine a little bit stronger. I think I would like mine a little stronger, but maybe you're really sensitive to fragrance. 4, 5, 6, 7. So I added another 10 drops in. So mine has 30 total. Now you can leave it just like this, and I didn't want to fill it up too high because I didn't want you to make a mess all over the place. And so if you would like to add a little bit more oil to top it off, you could add in some olive oil, some more sesame oil, or MCT or coconut oil would be nice. And then you're going to sit it in a sunny window or in a warm place in your kitchen, maybe like on top of your refrigerator, and let it sit there for a couple days to a week. So it lets all of the essential oils sort of macerate into all of the oil and blend a little bit more, emulsify itself. And you're also going to start to extract some of those wonderful medicinal properties from the flowers that we put in there. And then once your oil is all done, like I said, you have almost a whole bottle of beautiful therapeutic grade essential oil that you can add to a diffuser or spray bottle or whatever you like to use it with. You have some tea to drink to help build some inner resiliency during these crazy times and calm your nerves. Has some immune boosting properties in there too with the Monarda or the bee balm. And then when your oil is all done and you're ready to use it, you're going to take your little dropper. You'll add a couple drops to your finger. You can massage it into your temples. You can put a little drop here on your sternum, so that way you're breathing it in. You're getting the aromatherapy properties of the oil. Pulse points are also a nice place to rub it into, anywhere where there's a lot of cardiovascular activity going on. And one of my favorite places for like meditation practice or a yoga practice or just like sitting still and planting your feet and grounding yourself is if you take a little drop and apply it to your forehead like an anointing oil. This is going to help balance your third eye with all of those wonderful things that we talked about, and just a little self-care massage there for a few seconds makes all the world of difference. So I hope that this little craft activity brings you lots of joy and gives you a little reflection and something that you can either use for yourself for some self-care, or you can share it with somebody who really needs it. And I think that if we all center ourselves a little bit more, we can see more clearly with the things that need to be done and things that are happening and take them all in the world. I'll throw in a little sticker for you so you can call it whatever you like. Robin's Anointing Oil or De-Stress and Love Rub, or whatever it is that you want to call it. There will be a little sticker in there so you can name it in case you wanted to give it to a gift for someone. So that is our craft activity for this week. You can find it on the website, sanctuaryholistickitchen.com. It's available for shipping. It's available for curbside pickup. And yeah, I hope you enjoy it, and I will see you next time. Thanks.